I've been the luckiest man in the world because I've had friends, and to have the right friends is everything. People you can depend on, people who tell you the truth if you ask something. Face front, true believers. If you are interested in what you do, that keeps you going. I have always included minority characters in my stories, often as heroes. We live in a diverse society, in fact, a diverse world, and we must learn to live in peace and with respect for each other. If I'm half as good as everybody said I am, I'm far too good to be wasting time with ordinary people. But I seem to be spending my life with ordinary people who are the best people in the world. For years, kids have been asking me what's the greatest superpower. I always say luck. If you're lucky, everything works. I've been lucky. I used to be embarrassed because I was just a comic book writer, while other people were building bridges or going on to medical careers. And then I began to realize entertainment is one of the most important things in people's lives. Without it, they might go off the deep end. All I thought about when I wrote my stories was, I hope that these comic books would sell so I can keep my job and continue to pay the rent. Never in a million years could I have imagined that it would turn into what it has evolved into nowadays. I don't have inspiration, I only have ideas and deadlines. Whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor. "11. The only advice anybody can give is if you want to be a writer, keep writing, and read all you can, read everything. Hulk smash! Coming from your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. The power of prayer is still the greatest ever known in this endless, eternal universe. "15. The world has always been a comic book world to me. For men must never feel a cause is hopeless. Men must never feel an enemy cannot be beaten. 17. Let's lay it right on the line. Bigotry and racism are among the deadliest social ills plaguing the world today. But unlike a team of costumed supervillains, they can't be halted with a punch in the snoot or a zap from a ray gun. The only way to destroy them is to expose them, to reveal them for the insidious evils they really are. 18. To me, writing is fun. It doesn't matter what you're writing, as long as you can tell a story. 19. I guess one person can make a difference. The pleasure of reading a story and wondering what will come next for the hero is a pleasure that has lasted for centuries and I think will always be with us. 21. America is made of different races and different religions, but we're all co-travelers on the spaceship Earth and must respect and help each other along the way. I'm happiest when I'm working. If I'm not working, I feel like I'm wasting my time. 23. Reading is very good. 24. Just because you have superpowers, that doesn't mean your love life would be perfect. I don't think superpowers automatically means there won't be any personality problems, family problems, or even money problems. I just tried to write characters who are human beings who also have superpowers. 25. I see myself in everything I write. All the good guys are me. 26. Wolverine is one of the best characters ever created in fiction. I blew it by not coming up with the idea first. 27. Life is never completely without challenges. 28. I never thought that Spider-Man would become the worldwide icon that he is. I just hoped the books would sell and I'd keep my job. 29. Howard the Duck should have been good, but every mistake in the book was made with that movie, and it didn't work. I didn't want to butt in. 30. And now, until we meet again, may the blessings of Asgard be showered upon you. 30. Comic books to me are fairy tales for grown-ups. 32. Luck's a revolving door. You just need to know when it's your time to walk through. 33. Nevermore shall men make slaves of others, not in Asgard, not on earth, not any place where the hammer of Thor can be swung, or where men of good faith hold freedom dear. 34. Another definition of a hero is someone who is concerned about other people's well-being and will go out of his or her way to help them, even if there is no chance of a reward. That person who helps others simply because it should or must be done, and because it is the right thing to do, is indeed, without a doubt, a real superhero. 35. There's never a time when I'm not working. I don't take vacations. 36. Being a geek has become a badge of honor. 37. In the beginning, Marvel created the bullpen and the style, and the bullpen was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the artists, and the spirit of Marvel said, "Let there be the Fantastic Four." And there was the Fantastic Four, and Marvel saw the Fantastic Four, and it was good. 38. I think people have always loved things that are bigger than life, things that are imaginative. 39. It's a lot of work, but if you really have it in you, it's not like work, it becomes fun. 40. Some people will say, "Why read a comic book? It stifles the imagination." If you read a novel, you imagine what people are like. If you read a comic, it's showing you. The only answer I can give is, you can read a Shakespeare play, but does that mean you wouldn't want to see it on the stage? "41. I wanted them to be diverse. The whole underlying principle of the X-Men was to try to be an anti-bigotry story to show there's good in every person." 42. If you're writing about a character, if he's a powerful character, unless you give him vulnerability, I don't think he'll be as interesting to the reader.